Hey guys, Chelsea here from Making Manzanita, and today we're going to be showing you how to build picture ledge shelves. And we also are going to be sharing the free woodworking plans with you. So this is a great project if you are a beginner woodworker. So this is where we're going to be putting the hallway shelves. This is a back section of our hallway, and as you can see here, it definitely needed a makeover. This was a doorway that we ended up covering up during a bathroom renovation, so we needed to fix the wall first. It was a very large drywall hole. So we started by patching that hole up and retexturing it to match the rest of our house, which is called a skip trowel texture. And we have a whole video if you want to see how to do that method of texturing. But after we got that all patched up, it was time to work on the shelves. So we are using a combination of 1x2s and 1x3s for this, and we started by cutting everything down to size according to the woodworking plans which we have for you. We used a miter saw to do this, and like I said, we're using a 1x3 and a 1x2, and our shelves are going to be about 4 feet wide, so it fits well on that hallway space. Next, we started drilling the pocket holes, and we drilled 5 pocket holes for the shelves, and we spaced them about 12 inches from each other. So that's how we space them out. And again, those are shown on the woodworking plans. If you download those on the website, that's what the pocket hole looks like. A little zoomed in look there. And next you can start putting them together. So what we've done, we're making picture ledge shelves for our hallway. So what we've done already is cut the wood down to size. These are going to be 4 feet wide, and we're using a 1x2 and then a 1x3, and we'll have another 1x3 going back here. So you can see he's already got the wood cut, and he's got the pocket holes drilled. We're doing 5 pocket holes on here to attach the front piece, and then the back piece will be screwed in. So just so you guys know, if you've been around a while, you guys know we love our Kreg jig. This is the one we have here. We have the K5, and I've got a whole blog post and video all about how to use this and what we love about it, so I'll link to that here. Since we completed this project, Kreg has actually replaced the K5 with the Kreg 720 Pro, and we love that new jig. We have a full video if you want to check out how to make that. Next, you can attach the back, and for that we used a nail gun and 2-inch finish nails and some wood glue. And then you can get all the pocket holes filled using pocket hole plugs and wood glue, and then once that's all dry, you can sand it smooth. Those pocket hole plugs are really easy to put in. You just add wood glue all around it and then press it into place. Once it's dry, like I said, you can sand it nice and smooth for a nice finished look. While you're sanding it, you want to just hit the entire shelf with the orbital sander. We used 80 grit sandpaper here for shaping, and then we moved on to 150 grit sandpaper for finishing before we stained it. And we stained it with a dark walnut stain by Minwax. And then last up, you can seal your shelves, and we used polyurethane. The last step is to get your shelves hung up on the wall. You want to find your studs using a stud finder, and then we just used construction screws screwed directly into the studs. All right, guys, the shelves are hung. I absolutely love them. So to hang them, we just found the studs in the wall and then just screwed in. Since I'm putting frames on all these, I wasn't too worried about those screws because we're just covering them up. But you could think of other alternative ways to hang them if you didn't want screws showing, if you weren't planning on it, putting frames in front of it. But I just love the way they look, and this is your last look at them before I reveal them with all the decor. So I wanted to get some pictures of just the bare shelves so you can kind of see. I did get some questions on why we were doing the plugs and filling the pocket holes, and someone actually thought that they were gonna be, that was the back of it, but it's actually the bottom of it. So you can see it right there, that there's the pocket hole plug. So you'd never really see the bottom of the shelves unless you were short or on the ground, but we definitely wanted just a finished look just in case you ever got that angle. So that's why we filled them. But I'm loving the way they look, and I can't wait to decorate them. Here's another look at those shelves before I got the decorations up, which is of course my favorite part. We were actually able to make a lot of the decorations for the shelves using thrift store finds and doing a few little makeovers, and then finding some stuff that just we had elsewhere in our house. I love that little trick of shopping your own house. So you can see here I've got it all decorated. I had it already planned out what I wanted to put on the shelves just kind of by laying it out on the floor. So I already had a plan there. And then I'm using these little clear hooks up on the top of the large Ten Commandments frame there to add a wood bead garland, which is a fun little extra touch. And then in several places I added those command Velcro picture hanging strips, and that just helps secure the pieces after I already had figured out how I wanted them to go, just to make sure they didn't fall down, or if they get bumped, they're nice and secure on those ledge shelves. So I definitely recommend that if you're going to be decorating your picture ledge shelves similar to this with big frames like this, or any breakables, you definitely want to secure them. So I thought I would just kind of highlight some of my tips and tricks for picture ledge styling. Tip number 1 is to choose a cohesive color palette. You can see here I'm using mostly neutrals and a few like some green and some mustard yellow throughout, and then I did black and white photos to just keep that neutral color palette. The next is to use varying heights and sizes. You can see here everything's a little bit different. My tip number 3 is to make your own art. I made a lot of this stuff here, and I can link to the blog post where I have step-by-step tutorials for a lot of these things. And then tip number 4, to keep it affordable, is to use printable art. So I made a couple of the printable art pieces myself, and one of them, the gray one there, I actually have available on our Etsy shop if you're interested in buying that. All right, so I just got done securing everything. I was a little worried about doing pictures on this shelf or anything breakable, like that mirror or the glass on the frames, because as you know, I've got 2 small little kids and they're both destroyers of everything. So what I've done to try to prevent breaking on this stuff, if they do get it, if they do come over here and start messing with it, it's all secured with command strips. So I put command strip here, attached to the wall. I've connected these ones right here. I've added one down here, right here, even underneath here. You can kind of see it poking out right there. It's not super secure, but at least it won't fall. And then I added one there, there between the 2 frames, there between the 2 frames, and then one on the back of the Ten Commandments sign on the wall. And then to secure that little garland, I've got more little command hooks. Let's see if I can get up there high enough, that are just holding the garland up in place. So it is looking good. These styled shelves are continuously one of the most shared items on our blog and website. And I can see why. They're so easy to build and they're so fun to decorate. So if you're struggling with how to decorate in your hallway or even above your couch, you can build these easy DIY picture ledge shelves using our free woodworking plans, which I have linked in the video description below, and then follow along with our step-by-step tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like it, be sure to subscribe to our channel right here. Just push our picture there and you can subscribe. We share weekly DIY and renovating videos just like this. And then be sure to check out this video next. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye guys.